Next question. We got Jubilant Hero. Jubilant Hero over on X says, would you support the idea of bringing back the Stop Asian Hate movement to bring light to the assaults and crimes against the Asian community and call out those who would use racism to use racism to use as an excuse to justify it? Not really. And the reason why I won't is because I don't want to give credence to the framing of left-wingers, where the framing of Stop Asian Hate is that there is an epidemic of Asian hate in this country. But that's not, I believe, that important in terms of political and tangible solutions, right? My biggest thing is giving Asians the right to self-defense to protect themselves in instances of assault and murder, but also impartiality as much as possible under the law and no discrimination. Because there's always going to be people who hate people. You can take steps to try to, quote unquote, eliminate that hate, but hatred will always exist as long as sin exists. So as long as hatred exists and sin exists, then I believe that trying to eliminate hate in all instances is a fruitless endeavor. And the solution to this kind of irrational hatred of Asians, I believe, are practical political solutions, which I believe that instead of stop Asian hate, we need to promote and we need to start maybe a movement or organization. Maybe I'll do it. But one that promotes like truth, goodness, and beauty, and actionable political steps that can allow Asians to thrive, but also rediscovering what it means to be quote-unquote Asian. What does even Asian identity mean? I think all those things are important. So I don't believe in bringing back or reviving the quote-unquote Stop Asian Hate movement because it's inherently tied to a left-wing NGO, Stop AAPI Hate. And their framing is all left-wing, is that Asians are subjected to their white superiors, apparently, and we are seen as the model minority so we can perpetuate so that whites can perpetuate the oppression of minorities in this country, that Asians contribute to a system of whiteness and white supremacy, that the hate towards Asians is coming from white people voting for Trump. I mean, it's just such absurd propositions and framing that I just want to reject it altogether and just start a new thing, if I am to, which doesn't focus on grievance politics, doesn't focus on, oh my gosh, look at what this mean person said to me on the internet. But it's actually, okay, we're going to take actionable steps to protect our community and be unapologetic about who we are. I think that's more important. So I think, yeah, I get the question. I don't think it's a necessarily terrible idea. I just reject it because I don't want to adopt the framing and use the framing of left-wing psychopaths.